Let's get into it. This is Nate Jackson Daily. We got some stories to talk about, man. I'll get on the internet and I see that everything is just completely swamped in Kim K breaking up with Pete Davidson. Nobody should be surprised by this. That wasn't going to make it in the first place. That is two different types of people. That's not a good blend. Kanye West started celebrating online. Kim got mad that he celebrated online. And then Kanye has deleted every single post on his Instagram. Kim mad. Here's my thing. How you going to be mad that we're actually keeping up with the Kardashians? This is what you asked us to do. It's the title of the show. I don't know who doesn't understand Kanye West feelings because we done seen this shit 100 times, over 100 times. The guy who gets replaced is supposed to feel disdain. He's supposed to feel some kind of way about the new guy. He's the new guy. You think Yeezy wrong for being like, who the fuck is that? Every nigga in the history of nigginess has felt a way about the new nigga. Unless you're the one that was curving the chick. Then it's like, I don't give a damn what she do after. And weirdly enough, sometimes even when the dude is the one that curved the chick, he feel a way about the new nigga. Now, Yeezy, it's going down, baby. You back in there. You know what I'm saying? You back in there. Now, I just want to say this, too. I don't know if he back in there all the way, people, because here's how I feel. And what I seen and what I know is he may very well get back together with his woman. And that's probably what's going to happen. Y'all done seen it 100 times, over 100 times. They get back together. And everybody in the world is just in this state of confusion. Like, well, wait, what? Wait, what? You know how many dudes are sitting up in weddings next to their girl and all her homegirls are like, girl, you keep taking that motherfucker back. They gonna end up together. But I don't think Yeezy's the next Bo. It's way too many dudes out there doing Birdman hands. Yeezy ain't the only one celebrated. Dudes were like, oh, wow. So Kim is single again. You feel me? Shoot. I want to see her DMs today. Who slid in there? Like, oh, you're not riding Davidson motorcycles no more, huh? Come hop in the Maybach. You feel me? Who? All right, here go the next story. After that weird, awkward, long-ass pause, I had to look over at the paper. I always try to do these off the top of my head and just roll. But the name of the topic of the next one has a weird name in it. Gracies Corner. That's what I had to look at. Because Gracie is, to me, like the Gracie brothers and all the jujitsu stuff. So I had to remember, was it Gracie's? Was it saying Grace? What was it? It's Gracie's Corner. What is Gracie's Corner if you don't know? It's a YouTube channel where a little girl is basically going platinum every day. Like, she has more consistent hits than Nicki Minaj right now. And I don't know who the daddy is. Javaris Hollingsworth, that's his name. Shout out to you, okay? I know you're a doctor, but obviously you spent some time in a studio or you took your doctor money and put her in the studio with somebody, but your daughter is making hood kids bop. This is the type of music. You think Coco Melon gets kids going? You got to go to Gracie's Corner. What sound does the A make? Ba, 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 ba. What sound does the B make? Ka, 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 ka. Now, I know Spanish people are like, wait a minute. That's a lot of caca. But it's a slapper. In this day and age, there's something about taking a song we're already familiar with and then turning it into a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing about that. Like, we're going on a trip in a little rocket ship. Little Einstein. But with a trap beat? What? That shit slaps. And now she got a song. It is Dropping Gimme 50. And they done remixed it Hood Kids Bop style to Stop and Give Me 50, where they got to count to the number 50. So now you got your kids having fun, thinking they're listening to some type of ratchet goodness. They think they're misbehaving, and they're in here learning. That's basically the motto of them little frog tablets, isn't it? Let them play the games until they're smart. Well, now they think they in there sneaking there, thinking that they're sneaking, listening to this music, and the baby 3 months old counting to 50, cause the song slaps. If you gonna twerk for education. If you're going to throw ass for advancement of your child's mental fortitude. If you're going to pop that pussy, pop it in the school books. Pop the pussy for the pages. For the pages in the book. That slaps. I don't know what song got that. That is a slapper. And the kids is learning. Little Einstein. Stop and give me 50. Y'all got to check it out, man. Check out Gracie's Corner. That thing is slapping over there. Speaking of letters, an alphabet. KD, huh? There's two letters that go together that haven't been doing too well in the news lately. KD, Kevin Durant, has told the organization and the world, it's either me or it's my coaches, Steve Nash and then the assistant coach. Somebody got to go. So if you want the Brooklyn Nets to be where I'm at, they got to go. If you want the Brooklyn Nets to be where they're at, peace. I'm chunking up the deuce for the North and the South. You know I'm from the dirt. I got them diamonds in my mouth. KD is up out of there. Unfortunately, that nigga about to get let go. The team, the coaches, the city, nobody can afford that dialogue or that discourse, that there's players that are bigger than the organization, that there's players bigger than the coaching staff. And by the way, Steve Nash is a Hall of Famer already. Granted, when Kevin Durant walks off the court, he walks right into the Hall of Fame. But you can't do that. You can't do something that tarnishes the name of the entire organization. And the organization is new. The Nets aren't, but in Brooklyn they are. So something about to happen. And, hopefully KD isn't just like the next Chinese Basketball Association star, because that's a possibility. Does KD know his Chinese well? Is he about to be in the Euro leagues, Euro stepping? Because what team is going to take that on? One of the expansion teams? The only solution that I could see as a possibility is to bring basketball back to Seattle, give KD a contract similar to the one he originally had, and let him be the poster boy of the entire team. Because the Lakers, they got that messaging can affect the Lakers. That messaging can affect any team with a poster boy star. Is Jimmy Butler about to say, yo, all the coaching staff got to get out of here? How big are we letting the players get? How many threes does it take? And you're doing it after y'all didn't win. Nigga, y'all lost. So you're going to say, it ain't on me, it's on the coaches. Well, we can check everybody's stat line. Everybody. How much money and how much players could the Nets have if KD was gone? How many other letters can we get? We might be able to get an ML, a TJ, ZZ, somebody, just off top. But yeah, you can't do that. KD's up out of there, And frankly, the messaging is wrong anyway. Brush your hair before you come out and go after people. You want to get rid of the coaches. Can we get rid of the BBDs? How about that? How about you have a nice fresh fade, waves, lotion, you moisturize, you come on camera, you go, listen, guys, I did some self-reflection, and I feel like I'm doing my role as a player here, but I need some coaching staff that's moisturized like I am right now. Don't nobody want to get fired by some ashy-ass nigga. Doesn't make no sense. He sit down at the podium and say what he got to say, and then after, it's powder and shit all over the podium when he leave. Come on, man. We got to do better. Speaking of people that need to do better, Drake's dad went and got a tattoo of him on his arm. Got Drake on his arm, okay? Drake saw the tattoo and said, we're family. Why would you do me like this? The tattoo's fucked up, people. I don't know who this is supposed to be on Drake Daddy arm, but that ain't Drake, okay? The tattoo is fucked up. And his dad admitted it's fucked up. He said, hey, man, I've had 16 artists work on this, and we still trying to fix it. Well, what is the 17th nigga going to do? What can you add? What can you take away? What did the 12th nigga do? Everybody getting paid to fix this tattoo of Drake, and to this at this very moment, it don't even look like Drake. It looked like French Montana's cousin, Spanish Wisconsin. The tattoo looks so crazy. Like, he should just get a giant lion, cover that up, and then just start on his back. Just put Drake on his back. The ears is too far back. He can't even hear people talking shit behind his back. That's all he can hear. And look at how his mouth is sitting in the tattoo. He's looking like, no, you didn't. Like, nigga, did you fuck Nicki Minaj? You didn't say it and you did not say it, nigga. Looking to the side. I'll tell you what's wrong with it. He got bags under the eyes on the tattoo. Tattoos, the artist didn't put bags on it. Drake don't got bags under his eyes like this. This nigga got the eye bags. I looked at it. He got the eye bags of Franklin off the $100 bill. You see how baggy the Benjamin Franklin eyeball is? This left eye on Benjamin Franklin is Drake's right eye on the tattoo. He got eye bags like Morgan Freeman. The tattoo don't look like Drake today, but if you wait 20 years, maybe it'll grow into him. Okay, he got the eye bags of Al Pacino. He got the eye bags of Forrest Whitaker on that eye. They took Forrest Whitaker's good eye and made it Drake's bad eye. That's not Drake. That's Ghost Dog. Okay, he's not living on top of skyscrapers and structures in Toronto. No, he's living on roofs in Brooklyn doing karate. That doesn't even look like Drake. Look at the hair. That looks like the hair from a teenage gerbil's tummy. That's gerbil tummy hair. I know it when I see it. That hair look wet and combed down. They look like the softest feathers under an eagle's armpits and ribs. That don't even look like Negro hair. That's not Drake. That's Jimmy Brooks from Gracie. The next artist is going to have to add a goddamn wheelchair at the hinge of the elbow. It just doesn't make any sense that he's got this. That's wine cooler Poppy. This Drake on his daddy arm can't afford champagne. That's Mad Dog 2020 Poppy. Okay, that's Burnett's Poppy. Y'all remember Burnett's? Huh? Anybody ever been in college trying to make it all make sense and you still want to get drunk, so you go get that $8 bottle of Burnett's and burn out your whole goddamn insides, and then your eyes you can't even see good because the alcohol is so shitty that then you try to give a nigga a tattoo through fucked up eyeballs and you make a tattoo like this on a nigga. That's not Drake. That's Rake. He done took the D off. It doesn't make no sense. This nigga making a face like somebody just reached into his popcorn without permission. Like, nigga, I know you didn't just. Look at his mouth. He look like he humming. OVO. I just don't understand how you do this. That's just funny. All right, speaking of fucked up eyeballs, this nigga Fetty Wap done got in trouble. That's a terrible segue. It's a terrible segue for a serious subject. Fetty Wap done violated his parole for allegedly waving guns on FaceTime or IG Live or somewhere publicly. He was waving guns, and it really. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get, like, fellas, you on parole, man. You got to make better decisions. You got to change your actions so that you can get off parole. We need albums, Fetty. You're wildly talented. Just drop the remix. Fetty, why you act that way? You are off parole today. It started off with games and fun. Now this nigga's out here waving his gun. First off, let me start by saying this. God damn. Fetty, we got to do better. I hope he doesn't get a crazy sentence. Speaking of sentencing, Ahmaud Arbery's killer was just given an additional life sentence. An additional one. I'm saying the man already got one life sentence and they just added another one to it. Like, we know you're going to die in jail, but double die. That don't make no sense. This nigga's not a cat. He doesn't have 9 lives for you guys to just be plucking away at. One life sentence is good enough. You probably could have given the nigga 30 years and he wasn't going to make it. But you're going to waste a life sentence. You don't got nobody else to throw a life sentence at? What about Breonna Taylor's killers? You want to act like these niggas are Mario brothers with a green mushroom. Just collecting lives. It's not adding up to me. If you got an extra life to throw out there and take away from somebody, give it to one of these bastards. Huh? That little boy Dylan Truth, whatever the fuck his name is. He got a goddamn game. And on the game, he's shooting at people after getting in trouble for legitimately shooting at people and killing them. Y'all got life sentences that you can give to someone and you're going to give somebody a double one. The nigga already gone. Pass the buck. Move it on. Shit. That's every story. And there's 6 minutes and 30 seconds left.
What's on your mind?
When
I asked you that question, what's on
your mind? What you mean? Let it go, let it go.
That's what she said.
Right.
I almost cried in the shower.
I'll use this as an opportunity to do something else because this weekend we got Amir K coming to the club and I'm dumb excited about it, right? Like out of all the headliners that we bring, there's ones that are obviously household names. There's one that you guys have heard of or you're familiar with on social media, but just, like that's not what defines somebody who's hilarious. Amir K is absolutely hysterical, does crowd work, does great jokes. He's a phenomenal storyteller. He's a regular at all the clubs in Hollywood. He travels the world. He slangs these jokes. He's already been crowned by JFL. He's been crowned by Comedy Central. He's got TV and movies left and right, and I'm excited to have him here at the club. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. I remember when I met Amir K. Because, see, Amir K, he has long, luxurious hair. It made me question who he was as a person. I'm like, what kind of grown-ass man keeps long, luxurious, shakeable hair? And then he took the stage, and the hair and however he keeps himself or whatever his look, it did not matter. The dude was genuinely hysterical. He's the type of comic that I saw and said, if I ever open a club, I don't give a fuck where you're at in your career. I'm going to have you, and we're going to let you do your thing because the people need to see you. So, the people, come see Amir K this weekend at the club. It's a whole thing. It's going to be a vibe. And we got this new thing we do after the shows. Y'all don't know about this. But basically, when the show's over, the late show, we don't go out the exit is the stairs. The exit is how you came in. So you go back to the bar. And I break out my bump box and we play music. And we kick it and we have some drinks and talk and network for a little bit. We tried it last night for the first time. Shit was lit. People stayed and literally there was a Running Man contest that broke out. I was on the mic still. It was still funny. It was still a good time. We've already wanted you, checked you, been all through your purse, made sure you're good and the place is secure and safe. And my security's not messing around. My bartenders are having a good time. Why stop the party? You done laughed. You had a good time. This is a way for you to get a couple more minutes of fun out of your night without having to go to God knows where out into the night. We don't have a lot of options for fun here in Tacoma. And that little after party thing, even though it was 20, 30 minutes, it was like the sprinkles on the ice cream. It was the perfect touch of, dudes being able to go talk to the girl they've been looking at in the show on the other side of the room. But they couldn't say nothing because you got to be quiet during the show. Now it's like, hey, I saw you laughing and say, hey, take my number and you want a drink? It was a good look. It was fun. It was actually a refreshing, fun time to let people just hang out and kick it like that. And it wasn't nuts. It was like 17 people. But we had us a kick it good time. So now that y'all know we do it, all right, after the show, we're going to hang out a little bit. Hang out a little bit. Come meet me. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. Meet the comics. Hang out with them. Try a different drink than the one that you ordered under pressure when the server was in front of you. The server's like, we need you to pick something right now. You're like, Kevin Margarita, right? Now you got time to be like, so what whiskeys do you guys have? Oh, really? You got a whiskey that is that? Oh, you guys got a rum? You got a new rum called Bumbu. That's Lil Wayne's rum, and the sugar cane was grown in a field that was previously banana field, so it's infused with banana tastes and flavors and different hints of. Come to the after party. It's a whole thing. So you're gonna get a great show with Amir K. Then we're gonna hang out a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hang out a little bit, just like Tattoo Drake's eyeball. The eyeball and the whole tattoo is so shitty. Like, I thought Drake was as light-skinned as a light-skinned person could be, but they let us know we can go lighter. We can go lighter than the light skin Drake on Drake Daddy's arm. And here's what's funnier than that. Drake got a tattoo of his daddy on his arm. And it's like the picture he took when he got locked up. He looks like Denzel in that movie where he let himself go to be an attorney, where he had his mama's hips. I don't know the name of the movie. It was like Richard something. No, that's not King Richard. But you get what I'm saying. The tattoo, it's fucked up, but I mean no disrespect when I say this. Drake's daddy looked weird. So the tattoo is dead on when it looked weird. The tattoo Drake daddy got a Drake on his arm looked weird. And Drake, you know, yeah, he got a Lego head. And his neck is thicker than it should be. He been doing this in the studio or something. But Drake is look atable. There's a Drake hive. Okay? But this tattoo is a goddamn no-go. So I don't know what they're going to do to fix it at this point, but they should just like mix it in with the Joker and just put a whole bunch of face paint on the tattoo and be like, why so successful? Why so successful? That's today's episode. Peace. God damn, man, shit. That motherfucker was boom, wasn't it?